from northeast Wisconsin, where the temperatures are continuing to drop. No good, people, no good. This is Kurt Berglund. With the return of the APBA Hall of Fame set King of the Hill tournament, very excited to get back to my King of the Hill tournament using the APBA Hall of Fame set. In my humble opinion, the best thing APBA baseball has ever produced. Here are your standings. King of the Hill tournament works as follows. The winner keeps playing. We have a sequence of teams. They keep going through the sequence. One game, win it, keep winning, go on. Couple of rules, 27 man rosters, except for the Negro Leagues team, which has fewer because, for whatever reason, the Hall of Fame has fewer than 27 Negro Leaguers inducted. No DH, 5-man rotations. So here, and no starting player, no position player can play more than 4 games at the same position. Usually I'm pulling people before game 4 for a start for somebody else. But if they get to that 4th game, then they have to switch positions or hit the bench. These are your standings. 1981 of the President American League is on top right now. I'm giving you the loss record as well, even though the loss record doesn't really matter. What matters is the win number and who is King of the Hill at the moment. So right now, the 81 of the President American League Hall of Famers have 6 wins. They're on top. The 61 to 80 team has 5 wins. So does the 41 to 60 team have 5 wins. So these two teams are tied in second place. The Negro Leagues are all alone in third place at 4 and 3. They are the current King of the Hill, denoted by my wonderful artwork. You thought you weren't getting artwork today. You did. Right there. That's a crown. The 1901 to 1920s are at 3 and 4. The 21 to 1940s are at 3 and 4. The 81 to the present National Leaguers are only at 2 and 4. And the not yet Hall of Famers that are in the set are at 2 and 3. I know I should have them flipped, but for whatever reason, I don't. And besides, what really matters is how many wins do you have? Why? Because you're shooting for 10 wins. First 2 teams to 10 wins get to the World Series. Today, we have an interesting matchup between teams that need to win desperately. The 4-win Negro Leaguers can get into a tie for second place with a win today. And the injured Satchel Paige is available next game to pitch. So if they win today, they've got a great chance at winning their next game. The King of the Hill, of course, is always the home team, so they're hosting today. The team they are playing, the not yet Hall of Famers, who are tied for last, and with a win, could get themselves maybe a little winning streak started. It would tie them for 4th place if they win. And then they're only 2 games out of the playoffs. So it's not critical yet, but we're getting to that point where every game is very, very, very important. So the pitchers for today's game, it's Rube Foster for the homestanding Negro Leaguers. Of course, Rube Foster, probably better known as an owner than as a player, but was a wonderful pitcher. And, of course, the brother Willie Foster, another wonderful pitcher in the Negro Leagues. He will be opposed, for the not yet Hall of Famers, he will be opposed by Louis Tiant. So it's Tiant versus Foster, and of course Louis Tiant's father, Louis Tiant Sr., was a great Negro Leagues pitcher as well. So we got all sorts of Negro Leagues connections in today's game. With all of that as preamble, let's get to the starting lineups. Thank you for joining me. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe. I need your subscriptions to keep my channel going, folks. So I do appreciate the subscriptions. Also, I want to mention this. You should be paying attention as an APBA fan to my secondary store. These are occasional shows that I put on where I am putting used game sets on my channel for your purchase. And if you are a subscriber to my channel, you get discounts on the secondary store as well. All right. So with all that said, let's get to the starting lineups. The homestanding not yet Hall of Famers. Leading off at second base, it's Lou Whitaker. Batting second at shortstop, Bobby Grich. Batting third in right field, Roger Maris. Batting fourth at first base, Dick Allen. Batting fifth at third base, Darrell Evans. Batting sixth in center field, Dale Murphy. Batting seventh in left field, Dave Parker. Batting eighth behind the plate, Bill Freehan. And batting ninth, doing the pitching, it's Louis Tiant. He is a B pitcher with a YZ modifier. All right, for the Negro Leaguers, leading off in center field, it's Turkey Stearns. Batting second in left field, Mule Suttles. Batting third in right field, Oscar Charleston. Batting fourth at catcher, Josh Gibson. Batting fifth at first base, Buck Leonard. Batting sixth at second base, Pop Lloyd. Batting seventh at third base, Ray Dandridge. Batting eighth at shortstop, Willie Wells. And batting ninth and on the mound, it's Rube Foster. He is an A pitcher, a YZ modifier. All right, so we are ready to go. Red and white dice, reading the red one first. Here we go. Pitch to Whitaker is a ground ball to Willie Wells. He throws to Buck Leonard, and there's one down in the first inning. We are underway. Here's Bobby Grich. Ground ball, Pop Lloyd. He throws to Buck Leonard, and there's two down. And here's Roger Maris. Ground ball, Ray Dandridge. He throws to Buck Leonard, and that will retire the side in the first. It's a 1-2-3 first inning for Rube Foster. Here come the Negro Leaguers to face Louis Tiant. Turkey Stearns leads off. He hits it to center, but not deep. Under it is Dale Murphy, and he puts it away for out number one. Mule Suttles up next. Usually a first baseman, of course, and this is trouble. Down the right field line, Maris has to go get it. It's going to rattle around in the corner. He digs it out of there, fires to Whitaker. Whitaker turns and throws to Darrell Evans, but Suttles is into third with a triple standing. And with one out now, it's Charleston. Both of these teams are fielding one, by the way, so Charleston's up now. Infield moves in for the not yet Hall of Famers. They want to cut this off at the plate if they can. Pitch to Charleston is hit in the air to right field. Under it is Maris. Suttles is tagging. He bluffs and does not go. Maris makes the catch and fires it home. Two down, and now it's Josh Gibson. Infield moves back. Tiant's pitch is trouble. It's a hanger. Gibson drills it, and this is going to be down the left field line. Chasing it into the corner is Dave Parker. He fumbles it a little bit. Gibson around second. He's heading for third. Here's Parker's throw to Evans. It's not in time. Gibson with a sliding triple. 2 triples in the first inning give the Negro Leaguers a 1-0 lead. Here's Buck Leonard with Gibson at third. 2 down. Tiant's pitch. Ground ball, Bobby Grich. He throws to Dick Allen, and that will retire the Negro Leaguers in the first. After 1 inning, it's 1-0 Negro Leaguers. Not yet Hall of Famers. Don't want to get too far behind here. Rube Foster's a tough dude. Dick Allen, Darrell Evans, Dale Murphy in the second inning, and there's a hanger from Foster. Allen turns on it, and there's a base hit right through the box. Not yet Hall of Famers have a base runner. First hit of the game for them. Darrell Evans at the plate. Foster the stretch, the pitch. Hey, struck him out, and there's 1 down. Murphy. The pitch, another hanger. Foster doesn't have it today, and it's a base hit. It's going to be extra bases. Over first base past Leonard, down into the corner. Oscar Charleston goes to get it. Murphy around first. He's heading to second. Allen streaking all the way for home. The throw will be cut off. Allen scores. We're tied at 1. Murphy at second with a double. Now it's Parker with 1 out. Foster the stretch. Checks Murphy. The pitch home. Base. No. Knocked down by Willie Wells. Picks it up. Fires to Leonard. Gets Parker at first. Murphy advances to third. And there's 2 outs with Murph at third and Freehan up with Tiant on deck. They're going to walk Freehan and hope to get out of this mess by going after Tiant. Not yet Hall of Famers at first and third. Tiant up. We're tied at 1 in the top of the second. Pitch to Louie. 35. Hey, struck him out. Second strikeout for Foster, but the not yet Hall of Famers have tied it at 1. After 1.5 innings, we get a good one. Cooking. Playoff pressure. Pop Lloyd, Ray Dandridge, Willie Wells in the second. Pitch to Lloyd is hit to center, but not deep. Murphy's there. 1 down. Dandridge. Hit in the air to center. Murphy one more time. This time he's back a few steps, but he'll get there. And makes the play for out number 2. Here's Willie Wells. Ground ball. Grich. He fires to Dick Allen, and it's a 1-2-3 second inning as Louis Tiant rights the ship. After 2, we're tied at 1. Rube Foster will face Whitaker, Grich, and Maris in the third inning, Top of the order for the not yet Hall of Famers. Hey, strikes out Whitaker. Third strikeout for Rube. 1 down. Grich up, 0 for 1. Dropping dice, left and right. The pitch. Comebacker, gloved by Foster. He takes a couple steps toward Buck Leonard and tosses him the ball for out number 2. Here's Maris, 0 for 1. And the pitch to Rogers, called strike 3. That does it for the not yet Hall of Famers. Go to the bottom of the third, tied at 1. Rube Foster will lead off the third for the Negro Leaguers, and then the top with Turkey Stearns and Mule Suttles, 9-1-2. Pitch to Foster, ground ball, Bobby Grich. Collects it, fires to Allen, and there's 1 down. Turkey Stearns is 0 for 1. The pitch to him. Hit to center. Murphy's going to make another play. 4 chances for him already. And there's 2 outs in the Negro Leaguers' 3rd inning. Here's Mule Suttles. Tripled and scored in the 1st. The pitch. Ground ball. Second base. That's Lou Whitaker. He plants and throws to Dick Allen. And that will retire the Negro Leaguers in inning number 3. We've played 3 complete. And it's 1-1. Foster will face Allen, Evans, and Murphy in inning number 4. Ground ball, Willie Wells. To his right, plants, throws to Buck Leonard, and there's 1 down. Here's Darrell Evans, 0 for 1. He walked him. 1 out, 1 on for Murphy. Foster to stretch, the pitch home to Murph. Hey, struck him out. Number 5 for Foster. Broccoli cauliflower medley. Gas. Dave Parker 0 for 1. And there goes Evans trying to steal. The throwdown from Josh Gibson is in time. Darrell Evans is thrown out from here to Okoboji. And that will do it for the Not Yet Hall of Famers. Where was he going? Maybe Parker missed a sign. At any rate, bottom of the 4th coming. We're tied at 1. Louis Tiant will face Charleston, Gibson, and Leonard. 3, 4, 5 hitters in the 4th. Ball 4, Charleston's on. Gibson tripled and drove in Suttles in the 1st inning for the Negro Leaguers run. He's up. Tiant the stretch. The pitch. Charleston's not going. Chopped on the infield. Off Tiant's glove. Rolls toward Whitaker. Everybody's going to be safe. It's an infield hit for Josh Gibson. And Buck Leonard comes up with 2 on and nobody out. Action starting in the bullpen. Tommy John and Milt Pappas starting for the Not Yet Hall of Famers. Buck Leonard 0 for 1. The pitch to him. Hit to Whitaker. He fumbles the ball. Everybody's going to be safe on the E4 by Lou Whitaker. Bases dripping for Negro Leagues, and it's Pop Lloyd at the plate. Infield's going to play back, hoping for a double play. Going to be tough. Lloyd's not easy to double. The pitch is strike 3 swinging. Tiant gets him on an off-speed junk pitch. And that's his first strikeout. So there's 1 down. Infield still at double play depth now. Dandridge 0 for 1. The pitch. Ground ball Gritch. He goes to Whitaker for 1. The relay to Allen is in time for a rally-killing, soul-crushing 6-4-3 double play turned by the Not Yet Hall of Famers. They get out of a bases loaded with nobody out mess with no runs allowed. We go to the 5th. We're tied at 1. It's Parker, Freehand, and Tiant, 7, 8, 9 for the Not Yet Hall of Famers against Rube Foster. Hey, strikes out Parker. There's 6. 6 strikeouts for Foster. Freehand up, intentionally walked in the 2nd. The pitch. Hit in the air to right. Charleston toward the line will make the catch, and there's 2 down. And now it'll be Tiant. Louis is 0 for 1. Foster's pitch to him. Popped him up. Ray Dandridge on the infield grass is going to take it, and that will retire the side. We're halfway through this one, but we've decided nothing. It's 1-1. Willie Wells, Rube Foster, and Turkey Stearns coming up in the Negro Leaguers' 5th. Tiant winds and delivers to the 0 for 1 Willie Wells. There's a looper just over Gritch's glove. Base hit for Wells. He's on with a single. Now it's Foster. We are looking at a man on with nobody out. Tiant the stretch. The pitch to Foster. He squares to bunt. Tapped back to Tiant. He looks at second, throws to first, and that will retire Foster on the sacrifice bunt as Wells moves to second base. He's in scoring position for Turkey Stearns, who's 0 for 2, leadoff batter. Tiant the stretch, the pitch home. Ground ball, Whitaker. He's going to Evans. Wells trying to get to third, and they got him. They got him at third. It's a 4-5 fielder's choice put out of Wells sliding into third. Stearns safe at first on the fielder's choice, and now it's Suttles. Heads up play by Lou Whitaker after an error last inning almost led to a run. The pitch to Suttles. Ground ball, Whitaker. He's going to go the short way to Gritch, and that will retire the Negro Leaguers in the 5th. We played 5 complete, and it's 1-1. In this one, we got a good one cooking. Most of these games have been very, very close. Top of the order for the Not Yet Hall of Famers in inning number 6, Whitaker, Gritch, and Maris. Pitch to Sweet Lou is a comebacker. Gloved by Rube Foster. He turns and throws to Buck Leonard, and there's one down. Gritch is 0 for 2. The pitch to Bobby. Ground ball. Willie Wells throws to Buck Leonard, and there's 2 down. 6 in a row retired now by Foster. And Roger Maris 0 for 2. Popped up, Ray Dandridge, infield dirt, takes it, and that will retire the side in the 6th. Excuse me. Go to the bottom of the 6th. 1-1 is our score. 3, 4, 5 Negro Leagues hitters up. Charleston, Gibson, and Leonard. Excuse me while I hydrate. Tiant to Charleston. Ground ball, Whitaker. He throws to Allen, and there's 1 down. This game is starting to have that extra innings feel. Gibson, the pitch, hit to center. Murphy there. 2 down. And now Buck Leonard. Hit to left, curving toward the line. Dave Parker on the run, gets there. And that will retire the Negro Leaguers in the 6th. We go to the 7th. It's still 1-1. Foster will face Allen, Evans, and Murphy in inning number 7. Allen is 1 for 2. He scored. The Not Yet's only run. The pitch. Ground ball. Pop Lloyd. Oh, he boots it. Dick Allen is on with an E4, and now it's Darrell Evans who's 0 for 1. Foster the stretch. Checks Allen. Pitch to Evans, hit to center. Turkey Stearns is there. Allen goes halfway and retreats as Turkey makes the catch, and now it's Murphy. Murph's 1 for 2. He drove in the only run of the game for the Not Yets. Chopper on the infield off Foster's glove, rolls toward Wells, and everybody's going to be safe. Allen slides into second. Murphy beats the wrap at first, and there's 2 on and 1 out for Parker. Foster in a jam. We're in the top of the 7th. Parker's 0 for 2. The pitch to him from Foster. Hey, struck him out. Strikeout number 7 for Rube Foster, and with 2 outs, it's Freehand. On deck is Tiant. Foster the stretch, the pitch to Bill. And that is popped up. Foul territory. Josh Gibson throws away the mask and makes the catch. It is time to stretch them out. 6.5 are in the books. It's 1-1 in this one. Good game. All right, so it's Pop Lloyd, Ray Dandridge, Willie Wells, 6, 7, 8 hitters. In the Negro League 7th, pitch to Pop is hit on the ground to Lou Whitaker. He throws to Dick Allen for first out of the 7th. Dandridge, 0 for 2. Ground ball, Bobby Grich throws to Dick Allen, and there's 2 down. And now Willie Wells, who's 1 for 2. Rube Foster on deck. Hit to left, not deep. Here comes Parker. He dropped the ball. It's an E7. Willie Wells is on first base, and that'll bring up Rube Foster. They're not going to hit for him. They're going to let him bat. Rube's 0 for 1 with a bunt. Tiant the stretch. The pitch home. Base hit for Rube Foster. Drops in front of Maris. Willie Wells is around second. He's heading for third. There are Negro Leaguers at the corners now, and Turkey Stearns at the plate. Starting to throw in the bullpen, Ed Ruhlbach for the not yet Hall of Famers. Turkey Stearns, 2 outs. Wells at third, Foster at first. Tiant the stretch, the pitch home. Hit in the air to left. Parker toward the gap, runs it down, and that retires the Negro Leaguers in the 7th. We go to the 8th, and we're tied at 1. Rube Foster will face Tiant, then Whitaker, then Grich. In the not yet Hall of Famers 8th inning. Pitch home to Louie. Ball 4. He walked him. Now what do you do with Whitaker? Oh, boy. Foster the stretch. And the pitch to Lou. He squares to bunt. And he gets it down. Buck Leonard gloves it, turns and flips to Pop Lloyd, and the sacrifice works. Tiant moves to second. On the 3-4 sacrifice, if you're scoring at home, and if you are, yikes. Grich, 0 for 3, comes to the plate. Tiant's in scoring position, 1 out, top of the 8th. The pitch to Bobby. Ground ball, Ray Dandridge. Oh, no, I'm sorry. I'm on the wrong page. Hey, struck him out. That's 8 for Foster. 2 down now, and it's Maris. Foster the stretch. The pitch to Roger. Hey, struck him out. His 9th strikeout. Closes out the 8th inning. We played 7.5, and we're tied at 1. Here's Tiant matching Rube Foster pitch for pitch. Suttles, Charleston, Gibson in the bottom of the 8th. 2, 3, 4. The Negro Leaguers. Pitch to Mule. Hey, drills it. Past Dick Allen down into the right field corner. Around first goes Suttles, and he's got himself a leadoff double. We're going to see a pinch runner for Mule Suttles. It's going to be Cool Papa Bell coming on as the pinch runner at second base. Oscar Charleston at the plate. Tiant in trouble. The stretch, he checks Bell at second. Pitch home to Charlie is hit in the air to center. Murphy is under it. Bell is tagging, but he will be holding as Murphy makes the catch. Coming in a few steps, and Gibson now comes to the plate. Josh is 2 for 3. The pitch from Tiant to Gibson. Ground ball, Gritch. He looks Bell back and throws to Allen for out number 2. Buck Leonard now. First base open. Pop Lloyd on deck. Tiant the stretch. The pitch to Buck. Ground ball, Whitaker. He throws to Dick Allen. And a leadoff double goes for naught. After 8 complete, we have a 1-1 ball game going to the 9th. Cool Papa Bell will play left field in place of Mule Suttles. And that is our only change. Rube Foster out for inning number 9. He will face Dick Allen, Darrell Evans, Dale Murphy. We are tied at 1. Good one. Classic game right here. Both teams desperately need a win. Dick Allen, the pitch. Ball 4, he walked him. That's going to get action going in the Negro Leaguers bullpen, just in case. It's going to be Jose Mendez and Andy Cooper throwing. Lefty-righty double-barreled action, just the way I like it. Darrell Evans up. Allen at first, nobody out. Foster the stretch. The pitch to Evans. Chopped on the infield. It's off Lloyd's glove. It's there. Everybody's going to be safe. He runs it down in short right field. They're going to give Evans a hit. Allen moves up to second base. We're going to see a pinch runner for Evans right here. And who's it going to be? It's going to be Kenny Lofton running for Darrell Evans at first base. So a couple of fast men on base right now. First and second, nobody out. Foster up. Foster on the mound still. And Murphy's 2 for 3 at bat. Foster the stretch, checks the runners, the pitch to Murph. Ground ball knocked down by Dandridge, picks it up, fires to Leonard. They get Murphy by a step, but the runners move up to second and third. Allen now at third, Lofton now at second, and there's one out for Parker. First base open and Freehan on deck. Parker's 0 for 3. Foster the stretch, checks the runners, the pitch home to Parker. Hey, struck him out. That's strikeout number 10. And the third one for Parker, he's got the golden sombrero. Now it's Freehan 0 for 2. They could walk him to force Tiant maybe out of the game, probably out of the game. There's a lot of thunder on that bench, though. They might want to avoid. And here comes some thunder off the bench. It's going to be Fred McGriff to hit for Freehan. The crime dog. McGriff comes to the plate. Tiant standing in the on-deck circle. They're going to walk McGriff. Bases now are loaded, and Tiant is being called back to the dugout. And it's going to be Edgar Martinez to bat for Tiant. Louis' day is done. He has gone 8 complete innings. He has allowed 6 hits. He walked 1, and he struck out 1. He allowed 1 run. It was earned, no home runs. And if they can score, he could be in line for the win. Ed Rulebach is all by his lonesome, warming up in the Not Yet Hall of Famers bullpen. Edgar Martinez at the plate. Foster the stretch. The pitch home to Edgar. Ground ball, Dandridge. He's going to step on third, and that will retire the side. We're going to the bottom of the 9th, and we are tied at 1. A bunch of changes coming for the Not Yet Hall of Famers. Edgar Martinez becomes the new third baseman. Kenny Lofton's going to take over in left field. He will stay in the game. Catcher. Thurman Munson will be the new catcher, and he will bat 7th. And Rulebach will bat 8th and take over on the mound. So Parker's day is done. Lofton now to left field. So the defense, let's reset that for you. The defense goes as follows. Left field Lofton, center field Murphy, right field Maris. Third to first, Edgar Martinez, Bobby Grich, Lou Whitaker, Dick Allen, and behind the plate, Thurman Munson, and on the mound, Ed Rulebach. Rulebach is an AC pitcher with an X modifier. No action. In the Not Yet Hall of Famers bullpen, it is his game right now in the bottom of the 9th. Pop Lloyd, Ray Dandridge, and Willie Wells are scheduled. Pop Lloyd's 0 for 3. The pitch from Rulebach is grounded to Lou Whitaker. He throws to Dick Allen, and there's 1 out. Now it's Dandridge, and he's going to be called back for a pinch hitter. The pinch hitter will be, there he is, Judd Wilson. Left-handed batter. Willie Wells on deck. Pitch to Judd. Ground ball, Edgar Martinez. He throws to Dick Allen for out number 2. And now Willie Wells. Rube Foster on deck. Pitch to Willie is hit in the air to center. Dale Murphy there, and we're going to have an extra inning ball game today. Tied at 1. Alrighty, so Rube Foster will go to the 10th inning. He will face the top of the order for the Not Yet Hall of Famers, Whitaker, Grich, and Maris, who have an 0 for 11 day with a sacrifice bunt working as a collective trio. Pitch to Sweet Lou is taken for a ball. He's ahead in the count, 1-0. Next pitch, comebacker to Foster. He turns and throws to Buck Leonard, and there's 1 down. In the 10th, Grich up. Bobby's 0 for 4. The pitch Ground ball, Willie Wells. He gloves it, throws to Leonard, and there's 2 outs. And now it's Maris. Raj is 0 for 4 with a pair of strikeouts. Ground ball, Leonard makes a nice play, tosses it to Rube Foster covering, and that will retire the not yet Hall of Famers in the 10th. We go to the bottom of the 10th. Rube Foster due to lead off. Judd Wilson was the third baseman, by the way. Rube Foster due to lead off. He's not going to bat. And let's see who will bat. It's going to be Pete Hill. Dead ball star for the Negro Leagues. He will pinch hit for Foster on in the bottom of the 10th. Looks like Mendez will be the new pitcher. He's working by himself in the Negro Leagues bullpen. Hill leads off, then Stearns, then Cool Papa Bell. A lot of speed in this inning. Pitch. Hit to left, but not deep. Under it is Kenny Lofton, and there's 1 down. Turkey Stearns. Ball 4, walked him. Rule back. Could be wild, and now it's Cool Papa Bell. An extra base hit could end the game with Stearns' speed. Bell at the plate, rule back the stretch, checks Stearns. The pitch home to Cool Papa Bell. Hey, struck him out. 2 down. Rule back's first strikeout, and now it's Oscar Charleston. Oscar's 0 for 3. Josh Gibson on deck. Pitch to Charlie. Hit to left. Drives Lofton back to the track, but no further. He puts it away for out number 3, and we're going to go 11 innings. All right, so Rube Foster's day is done. Tell you about him. The new pitcher is Jose Mendez. Mendez did a lot of things in the Negro Leagues, was a famous manager, shortstop, and a wonderful pitcher. A pitcher with a YZ modifier. Let's see, they're going to put Pete Hill in the game to play left field. And they're going to put Mendez in the 2 spot and take out Cool Papa Bell. Mendez will face Allen, Lofton, and Murphy, righty, lefty, righty, in the 11th inning. We're tied at 1. The pitch. Hey, strikes out Allen, 1 down. Lofton can cause trouble if you let him get on base. The pitch. Foul ball. Mendez ahead in the count, 0-1. Lofton pops this one up. Judd Wilson in fair territory calls and takes it, and there's 2 down, and now it's Dale Murphy. 2 for 4 for Murph. Ground ball, Willie Wells. Gloves it, throws to Leonard, and the side is retired in the 11th. We go to the bottom of the 11th, and it's still 1-1. Rulebach will face Josh Gibson, Buck Leonard, and Pop Lloyd, 4, 5, 6 in the bottom of the 11th. This is his 3rd inning of work. Gibson's 2 for 4. The pitch to Josh is to left and deep. This one drives Lofton to the wall, but he's got no chance. It's gone, and Josh Gibson has just kept the Negro Leagues as the king of the hill. Wowzers, wowzers, wowzers. Ed Rulebach gets taken very deep, and it's a 2-1 Negro Leagues victory. Let's give you the box scores. The line scores for the Negro Leaguers, the victorious Negro Leaguers, the new Kings of the Hill, and now tied for second place in the tournament, 2 runs on 6 hits, and they committed 1 error. For the not yet Hall of Famers, just 1 run on just 4 hits, and they committed 1 error. Winning pitcher is Jose Mendez. Losing pitcher, Ed Rulebach. And let's look at the new standings before we depart today and talk about what's next. The standings updated now look like this. The 81 to the present American Leaguers are still on top with 6 wins, but we have a 3-way dogfight for second place between the 61 to 80s, the 41 to 60s, and now the Negro Leaguers, all with 5 wins, just 1 game out of a first place tie. And they now get Satchel Paige back from the injured list. And how about a little more drama? Guess who the Negro Leaguers host for our very next game in the King of the Hill tournament? That's right, the first place 81 to the present American Leaguers. So this is a battle for first place, as it turns out. The Negro Leaguers win, they're tied for first. If the 81 to the present American Leaguers win, they open up a 2-game lead for home field advantage in the World Series. That is not to be missed with Satchel Paige on the mound. Thank you so much for joining me. Don't forget to click like and subscribe. This is good stuff, people. Have a wonderful day. So long, everybody.